Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you the new features in Inflectra.ai from the most recent release. I'll be showing you how we can create a set of requirements from a parent requirement and how we can use the new requirements review functionality to actually review the requirement and give us a rating on how good the quality is and help us improve it. And this really helps us improve the speed and quality of our product backlog. So let's imagine we're working with a new banking application. So I've logged into Spira. I'm in the core banking project. And I go to my menu, I'm going to create a new top-level requirement. And this could be something like a feature or an epic in an Agile project, or just a high-level requirement in a more traditional project. I've entered in the new requirement, and it says, as a user, I want to be able to manage my personal bank accounts. Now, this is quite a high-level feature. It includes information around the fact that it's a personal bank account, and I want to manage it. But it doesn't say, does that mean checking balances? It doesn't say making transaction changes or moving money or paying bills. It's a very high level general business function, which we would not be able to build a software package against. We would need to decompose this into a more detailed backlog, into typically epics and stories. So let's take in this feature. Let's go ahead and use the new functionality that's in Inflectra.ai. By going to my main navigation menu here, I bring up the different AI operations, and I'm going to choose the option to generate a child requirement or child requirements. So I hit the button, and what it's going to do now is take that high-level business area capability requirement and then drill it down into really 4 or 5 different distinct features. So let's go and see what it did. So let's close the navigation, and as you can see, if I scroll down, you can now see it's giving me 4 different child requirements. First one is, as a user, I want to view my balances. Second one is I want to transfer funds. Third one is I want to have alerts in case something happens on my bank account. And the last one is I want to view my transaction history. That's a good set of requirements, but then we can go even further. These are probably still not low enough to build functionality against. So let's say I want to drill down a bit more on the transactional functionality where I want to transfer funds. Let's check the box, go back to Inflectra.ai, and I'm going to again generate child requirements, and I can go one level further. So now it's taking my feature from my epic and building it down one more level. So I'm going to get 3 to 4 user story level requirements. So here I'm going to see I've got a user. I want to initiate a fund transfer. I want to receive a confirmation notification. I want to view the history. So there's an audit log. And I want to set up transfer limits so I can prevent someone transferring more money than they should, or maybe even myself by mistake, put a 0 in by mistake. For example, I could transfer 1,000 rather than 100. So now we've got a series of discrete requirements which we could then use to build the system against. We could use the other AI functionality in Spira to generate tasks or test cases. And we have videos that show that functionality already. But these requirements are great. They've been generated by AI. But let's say I want to go a little bit further and maybe improve them. So let's look at this first one. As a user, I want to transfer funds between my accounts so I can manage my money efficiently, or I want to initiate a fund transfer. Well, let's click on the name. We now go down to the detail page, and you can see the AI has generated not just the name of the requirement, but it's also generated a nice description. I say nice description because I think it's quite nice. It's got some good information. It provides some specifications around the amount to transfer, source account destination. So it feels to me like it's got a good amount of detail because it's telling us what the action is. It's telling us roughly what fields we'll need and telling me I'll need to create a confirmation and giving me a time confirmation as well. It should be done immediately. But with the new functionality in Inflectra.ai, I can go one level further. I can actually have it analyze the writing quality using the EARS standard, and that stands for Easy Requirement Syntax. And let's see what it thought. Well, actually, it says it's a 3 out of 5 requirement. Your requirement demonstrates good use of the framework, and what we've done well is we've used the user story syntax. As an actor, I want to go so that I can benefit for this specific benefit. So that's good. It likes the fact my title is well described. I've clearly defined the actor. I've specified the context, source account, from account, and quantity. I've also mentioned the outcome, which is a confirmation. But there are some improvements. Maybe include security, error handling, limits, and then maybe link related requirements, and include a measurable and testable set of success criteria. Well, that's interesting. So let's go ahead and see if it can improve it for me. So I'm now going to click on the button to improve the description. And you can see now it has improved the requirement description. It has actually added some metrics around security and acceptance criteria. It's also added some exception handling definitions as well. So let me go ahead and save that. Because this has been assigned to a release, I need to also assign a person and a priority. That's from the workflow in Spira, no problem. And once I've saved that, I've now got this new version of my requirement that it helps help me improve right here in the system. And one of the nice things I can do is I can go to the history tab and I can see a detailed diff between the original version that was generated by AI and the second version, which was improved by AI. You'll also notice that it was originally tagged as AI generated only. Now it's been tagged by both AI generated and AI augmented. So we have two different tags. Well, I'm curious, if I was to go into my menu and try analyzing it, will it give itself a 5 or will it continue to recommend improvements? Let's see. Actually, interestingly, it gave it a 3 out of 5 again. It likes the pattern. It provides some more information here again. Let's improve it further. So you can continue to refine your requirement till you get the highest possible value. Let me hit save, go to my difference view, hit refresh, and now you can see it's added some more specific information just to further refine that requirement. And we've done that for one requirement. We could do that for other requirements. For example, the more detailed one around initiating the transfer, we can go in here and we can use the exact same functionality to recommend improvements. And using this functionality, I can see these are my improvements. Here's what I've done well. Again, it likes the definition, thinks I should add more information around exception handling. Hit the improve button. That sounds good. Hit save. Again, tag it with a priority and a owner because it's moved to the status of planned. And then I can hit history and I can see a nice difference between what was originally written and what was in the system now. There's always that audit log of whatever happens. You can obviously reject its suggestions by not saving the value. And of course, using the workflow, you can always, after the fact, go back and undo certain changes. So with this new functionality, I can now take a high-level business area requirement that might be a high-level business feature or epic, and I can use the AI to drill down and create a more structured backlog of stories and features. I can then also use the AI to take those user stories and other requirements and then use the AI to review that against best practices and recommend improvements. So with that, we are now improving the quality of your product backlog, improving the quality of your requirements. And as we'll see with other videos, the AI Inspirer takes those requirements and uses that to generate test cases, acceptance criteria, tasks. And therefore, if the requirements are not of high quality, those other artifacts won't be as good. So getting the requirements right using AI really improves the rest of the process. So hope that was interesting. Thanks for watching and look forward to seeing you in another video on Inflectra.ai and Inspirer.